Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Forever Wrestling Podcast. I am Levi, alongside with.
Ooh. Tribal Chief himself is here.
Where's the Ula Fala, bro? I don't
I'm
see
gonna
no
get
Ula Fala.
talking about the Ulafala, dude. I want one of those blue Ulafala, like a Jay
Oh, that
Uso
Jay has,
at the
yeah, yeah,
Fanatics
yeah,
Fest. He
yeah.
was over there like, mm, mm, mm.
Who's the real Tribal Chief, Solo? Who's the real one? Is it Jay? Is it Solo? Is it Roman? Who is it?
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Forever Wrestling. If you love wrestling content, you're gonna love this channel, so make sure to subscribe. And if you're listening to us on any of the podcast services, make sure to give us a follow already, please, and thank you.
And thank you. Love you.
Anyways, let's get started with some recap of this last weekend. A lot of wrestling stuff to talk about. SmackDown, Fanatics Fest, Raw, everything just. Let's start off with the A show with SmackDown. The top of
We all
the cream
know
of the
SmackDown
crop,
is not the A
the
show.
best show going on right now, thanks to the man himself, the Tribal Chief. Well, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
There's still arguments for both.
Anyways, on
Are we
SmackDown,
gonna Are we gonna need to get Team Raw and Team
Team
SmackDown
Raw and
shirts?
Team SmackDown.
Like the old days when the shows went against
When
each other.
when they actually, well, it's technically it's a brand split right now, but they used to be more like SmackDown versus Raw.
I wonder if they'll ever do that again, like a SmackDown versus Raw
I'm
type
not
of
really
thing.
interested. I just
Hey,
like
hey, hey, hey! Hey, Triple H might make it different. You never know.
it's just good how it is. You know what I'm saying? Just keep. We're on a hot streak right now. They've been talking about this. Like
One
this
of
is
those.
amazing.
Don't change the wheel or whatever. What's this? How's it saying?
I don't know. You should know. I don't
Why
know.
should I know? You should know
If
too.
it's an American saying, you probably know it more than I would.
Anyway,
So
get over to your B Tech show.
my B Tech. The A
To your
show. We
B Tech
started
show.
off with the celebration of Nia Jax.
Yeah, you couldn't even start it off with someone cool. You started off with Nia. Really?
Nia Jax. We
Really?
started off with Nia Jax. It was so interesting to see that they're already planting the seeds for when Tiffy cashes in.
There were actually people cheering for Nia. Did you see that? There were some
No,
people that
no,
there
they
are
were
Nia
cheering
fans
for
out there.
Tiffy.
I think they were
They're
cheering for
cheering for
Nia
Tiffy
too.
time. They don't care about Nia, bro. It's Tiffy time.
Nia has some of her fans. She has some little flock there
I
in the
give her the
crowd. I
flowers she
saw 'em.
deserves. She on this run she's in right now. She's doing a lot better. At the end of the day, she did deserve the championship. Give her a little run. But we
And
all
at
know
the
who the
end of the
future.
day, who's gonna take it away
Yeah,
from her?
but that's who the future of the women's division is right there. Your young stud. Just like on Raw, you have that young stud, Braun Breaker. On SmackDown, you got that young stud and Tiffany Stratton, man. Tiffany Stratton is just, it's crazy how fast she's been going up these rankings. Like boom, 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 boom. Like, she's just going to be that main event girl that's going to be carrying
She
that
almost came
division.
out of nowhere. She just like shot up overnight.
But it's so funny that she didn't want to bow down to Nia.
She was hesitant. Did you see that?
Yeah, she kept like bringing up other stuff instead, and then she never did end up bowing down to Nia
No.
because we had her.
She wanted Pretty Deadly to sing before they all bowed.
Oh,
She was
Pretty
wasting
Deadly,
time.
the musical.
Yeah, I'm not excited for that anymore. That
No,
singing and dancing was horrible.
you're there. I don't know what was going on there. It
No,
was so
no,
off
like,
sync. Like I felt like it was not synced together. Like their voices were just not. They could have done a lot better.
I think that's the whole point. I don't think it's meant to be good.
Well, I didn't really enjoy it.
Yeah, that wasn't the best championship celebration I've seen
No,
in
but
WWE.
it was. Oh, no, ladies, now we have Michin in the championship scene. That really just came
Ooh.
out of nowhere, out of the left field. Like I was like, oh, okay.
It's not gonna last very long though.
No, but that's gonna be her first feud for
Main
Nia.
event, first main event thing.
I was like, wow, they're actually getting like I'm so happy for Michin. She's actually gonna be up in the in the championship scene, which is really surprising, honestly. But good for her. I'm happy. She's been
No
doing
one
good
was
on
expecting her
SmackDown.
to be quite honestly,
No,
but
she's
she's a
been
good performer. She's a
she's
good wrestler.
she's been on NXT as well. She's been NXT. She's been doing SmackDown. She's just becoming a workhorse.
I wouldn't happy to see a championship on her, but if she stayed around in the main event scene, I'd be fine with it.
What? She probably not that championship caliber of person quite yet. It would take quite a while to build her up, but as long as she's actually getting the spotlight of being in a championship match, that sometimes means a lot to these guys. Like just being able to be in a
Sometimes they don't
championship
even get
match.
it.
It's like it's so hard to even be in the championship scene. So you just got to take advantage of those moments and like do the work, take it and roll with it and see what comes out of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I guess that's all we get from Naya. We'll see where this feud leads. Is it going to be a match at Bash in Berlin or just going to be another SmackDown match? I don't know. It hasn't been announced yet, so we'll see what happens on this next Friday Night SmackDown.
Mm, we'll
But,
see. We'll see. We'll see.
but what about the straight up banger after banger after banger after banger after banger? How many of these bangers are we going to get between Andrade and Carmelo?
Not very many more, because as much as they are good in the ring, I'm kind of getting a little tired of this rivalry. I want Andrade to move on to someone else.
Look, I'm tired of the rivalry, but I'm not tired of like the banger matches they have though. Every time they find a way to just be like, oh my god, the people. Do you see the crowd just get into it so much? And
Move Andrade to Raw and make him go against Braun.
I really thought honestly he should have stayed on Raw, so
I
that
want to
way
see him with the IC championship.
not only
That'd
could
be
he
cool.
to get the IC championship, he could have been in the World Heavyweight Championship scene too, because it's a lot easier on Raw, because the top belt is the one Cody Rhodes has, and that's gonna be hard
Yes,
to get into that
true.
scene. You can get into the scene, but you ain't taking that championship off of that guy.
There's probably only one person that could take that belt off of him.
There's two. Roman
Oh, and The
and
Rock.
The Rock.
I hope The Rock don't do that, unless it's to elevate Roman even further. But
Honestly, I'm all down. Look, hear me out. Hear me out. The Rock comes back. Survivor Series. We get that. Hopefully, we get that big Bloodline War Games versus War Games. The Rock's Bloodline wins.
you think The Rock's gonna be a part of that though?
I would or something. But so what if Cody loses at Royal Rumble to The Rock? So, and then Roman Reigns goes into Royal Rumble, wins. So then we get finally that big matchup between Roman and The Rock at WrestleMania for the belt. And then
That'd
that's
be
when
interesting.
Roman gets it back. Rock comes to put over Roman as a babyface.
So that means you're just gonna shove Solo out of the way. All this work he's been doing, you're just gonna
Solo?
push him out of the way. Yeah,
Solo
if you
don't
bring
need
The
the
Rock in,
championship.
Solo's gonna be pushed out of the way,
Hey, you
and you
never
know
know.
it.
We said this. I don't know. We talked about this. What if it was? Okay, look. Well, this is gonna transition into this next segment. Talking about Solo, because Tonga gives Solo the Ulafala.
Uh-huh.
And then Solo says that if Roman was to take the Ulafala, we must acknowledge him.
Yes.
So what if Roman takes the Ulafala? Solo goes back to the OG bloodline. Like the new bloodline kicks out Solo and then he goes back to the OG. And then The Rock comes to lead the new bloodline. And then we could get that new Leo to be part of that new bloodline. What if maybe Solo comes back to Roman? Cause why would they be saying that? Like if Roman takes it, we must acknowledge him.
He did have it though, and they didn't acknowledge him.
Well,
So
he only had it
I
for a
don't
little
think
bit.
I don't think Solo's a man of his
He's
word.
saying like if he was to take it from him, in probably like one of those tribal combat matches.
I don't
Like
think
winner
Solo's a man
takes
of his word.
Ula
I'll be
Fala.
honest with you.
But then that also brings in the question: what is this Jey Uso wearing the blue Ula Fala? Is that gonna come into play too, or is he just wearing the blue Ula Fala?
I think that's just part of him now. I don't think that means anything.
Mm,
Actually, let's look it up because this is a real thing.
what do you mean it's a real thing?
The Ula Fala is a real
No,
Samoan
yeah,
culture
but
thing.
I don't know if the colors have anything to do with it or anything. But
I read one time they
he could have
do.
just been using it because he's main event Jay and his whole thing is like blue. So, but why was he wearing an Ula Fala? Doesn't that means they're the head of the table? Tribal chief.
Oh, Google just says he was just wearing it to make a bold statement that of his own identity, and he's away from his family right now. So it's just a way for him to
Ooh.
make a statement that he's on his own.
He's on his own for now, but we all know he's gonna come back with Roman. But Roman has a long process
He's
of
got a lot of list of sorries to
yeah.
go
He's gonna
through.
have to really. He's got to start off with probably Jimmy because he didn't also treat Jimmy the best. He's got to
He's
get
gonna
to
have to.
Jay. He's got to get to Sammy.
He's gonna have to really
For a
humble
while.
himself down and
Yeah,
ask for forgiveness.
it's gonna be cinema to see on TV how this all plays out. And if you saw any clips from Fanatics Fest, did you say Paul Heyman says we're barely like in the third inning of this whole Bloodline storyline?
Third inning. There's 9 innings in a baseball
That's why
game.
I'm saying that's what he said about last time. Whenever the whole Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and Bloodline and then now we like
Holy crap!
how much
I
can we do with the Bloodline storyline?
we can't forget what Triple H said at the SummerSlam post show. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was along the lines of, "It's gonna be big." That's all I know.
It's gonna be
It'll be
big.
big.
Talking about big, I was thinking the other day because we all know we need to have the Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns the trilogy. And I feel
Do
like
we?
that should be way down the line, not next WrestleMania, but maybe the WrestleMania after. We should get another Bloodline rules
Another one?
with a bunch of interferences, but this time like it has to be like different
Is
interferences.
Cody gonna wear the mask again? People are saying every time that mask comes out, that means the match is gonna be big. It's gonna be a
Ooh,
banger.
well, so far it's only been every Bloodline rules match.
Exactly.
Oh, I love
There's only
Bloodline
been
rules.
two.
When you hear it's gonna be Bloodline rules, you just know there's gonna be lots of interferences and it's gonna be amazing, and it usually leads to like an amazing comeback from someone. WrestleMania 40, one of the best. SummerSlam, one of the best SummerSlams because of the Bloodline rules. And I'm sure we will see Bloodline rules way down the line again.
Who are you gonna get to come back that's bigger than John Cena or The Undertaker? What, you got one on your mind?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not that big for you.
Oh no, he's big. But is
Uh,
he bigger than John Cena and The Undertaker? Or is he just the
he's
same
up
level?
there.
I know he's up there,
The
but
pop, dude. The pop
I
would be
guess I guess it only makes
astronomical.
him bigger because people wanted him this year at WrestleMania, so it'd just be bigger.
And I think we're
That'd be the only
getting
thing that make him bigger.
what, as far as I know, I think he wants to be part of this next WrestleMania, from what I've
I
heard.
mean, it is in his home state of Nevada, so
So I think we're in for a banger WrestleMania. Did you see CM Punk at Fanatics Fest call out
we may
The
be.
Rock and Stone Cold?
Oh, he called them both
Yeah,
out.
he said, "Give me a Stone Cold night one, give me The Rock night two." I was like,
Ah,
"Oh, perro, what
ah.
does this guy
He
think he
couldn't.
is?
He
What
couldn't
does he
take
think
them
he's,
both
Superman
on.
or Capel?" But
Listen, he couldn't even handle Drew McIntyre. He can't handle Stone Cold and The Rock.
Drew McIntyre, ooh, he's gonna be. You don't know that. You just still got another match.
I feel like the first match is always the one that counts. That makes the biggest statement. Just saying.
Okay,
Just
but it
saying.
was the first match wasn't a clean match.
True, I guess. If you want to look at it in that light.
All
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
right, let's move on.
If you want to give Drew a crutch to lean on.
Moving on, we want to give our respects to Alpha Anoa'i. Rest in peace. It's been, I'm sure it's some hard times for the Roman and his family. That's crazy.
It's a bittersweet moment. They lost another member of the Wild Samoans, but now the Wild Samoans are together again.
Sad because he had just died like a couple months ago.
2 months ago, I think.
His brother, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Well,
Hmm.
let's move on to KO and Waller. How are we feeling about this?
Well, we kind of saw signs of the old KO coming out.
Signs of the well, right before the match, Waller was with Theory, and then we're talking smack, and he was talking smack about KO, and then KO pulled up. And
KO was getting wild again.
in this match, you can see where he's about to go up for that power bomb on the apron. He's like, "Oh, you want the old KO? You want the old KO? I'll give you." And then Theory comes out of nowhere, and of course, interferes in the match. But
When is Theory and Waller gonna break up?
it has
I'm
to
tired of
happen.
them being together.
It has to happen soon. You can already see they're nowhere near like the tag team
The tag team
titles.
they were at the beginning.
Like they're not even in the matches or anything for the to be contenders. So like, let's come on, let's hurry up.
I
Let's
feel like
split them
they're
apart. Let's give them some singles
also just
run.
both in each other's way.
I want a babyface Theory, and I
And a
want
heel
him,
Waller.
and I want him to go for a championship. Don't care which one. Anyways, but Theory comes in there and they attack, and who comes out to save the day?
Cody
Cody
Rhodes,
Rhodes.
the American Nightmare.
And he still got a big pop, so you guys can't say he's not over because he still got a huge pop.
Are there people saying he's not over?
There's people out there on X saying that he's not over, that he's not that over anymore, that he's not the top babyface. Listen, it's
He's
so
not the
hard.
top babyface, but he's
Yeah,
still
but
over.
it's not like he's not one of them. Like he's still over. Like people gotta.
It's like Roman said before WrestleMania. This is the greatest number 2 of all time.
It's just like whenever back in the day there was Rock and Stone Cold. You can pop for both.
That's true, but that's a different story. Everyone, even if you hated The Rock, loved The Rock, and if you hated Stone Cold, you still love Stone Cold.
Well,
That's like a unique rivalry right there that you're never gonna get
that's
again.
our rivalry is Cody and Roman. Come on.
But it's not the
Yeah, how
same
many
caliber.
people loved
The
Roman?
Rock and Stone was like such a unique rivalry. You can't recreate it.
It's not the same people, obviously, but we can recreate another great storyline that will be talked about for ages. That will be Cody and Roman will be talked about for ages.
Yes, but like I said, you both loved and hated both superstars. With Cody and Roman, you either love one and hate the other, or you hate
No,
one.
you can like both.
No, I don't think people do.
You personally, Paul. Yeah, you of course you choosing one
No,
or the
I
other.
like both.
No, we ain't gotta go back to WrestleMania 40 whenever you were dogging on Roman.
Yeah, when I was talking on Roman, yeah, but I
Yeah,
like
so
both
when he
now.
was
I
or
like
he
Cody and I like Roman.
right
So
now,
what's
yes,
the
but
deal?
back then, why didn't
Yeah,
you learn to appreciate both back then?
because I felt like Roman had the championship too long.
Oh, you
It needed to
see,
switch.
but there was people that did like both back then.
I feel
So
like
you
it's
can't
always
speak
been
for
kind of.
everyone.
I feel like majority you either were with Roman or you were with Cody.
No, because you could appreciate the heel run that the tribal
You
chief
can
himself was
appreciate it,
on,
but that doesn't mean
and
you like it.
you could like both.
I no.
Fane
You
liked
may
both.
like
What do you
both.
mean?
Fane hated Cody.
No,
He
he
didn't want
only
Cody to win
because he
at
didn't want
all.
Roman to lose, but he still liked Cody as well.
I never heard that. He must have told you things I didn't hear because I never heard one good thing about Cody come from him.
That was just for that match, but he still like when Cody was going after other people, he liked Cody.
Yeah, when he was going after other people, but we're staying in the rivalry. I mean, just staying in the rivalry. You're either with one or with the
No,
other.
you can be both.
I don't think you can.
I like both, and you knew
Well,
that.
I
I
like
told
both
you I
too.
was like, it'd be nice to see Cody win, but if Roman wins, I'm not super mad. Like, fine, like
I
let's
would
see
be
Roman Reigns
mad.
win. And you were like, no, Roman has to lose. Cody has to win.
But if Roman didn't lose, then he wouldn't be this big baby face. It wouldn't lead to him being the big baby face he is now.
But that's just how it happened. Like I was never like, oh, we need him to lose so he can turn babyface. Who knew that was gonna happen? Nobody knew that was gonna happen. That was never the plan
What was never the plan?
for Roman Reigns to go babyface.
You don't know that.
I'm sure that was never the plan. Because if people still booed him, they were not gonna do it. But it just happened to be that since he took such a long break, everybody was like, oh, we miss him. We kind of want him back. And then the people started saying, we want Roman. And then Triple H, he's sitting over here on his phone checking X. He's like, oh, looks like the people want Roman. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to turn him babyface. We're going to have him come back. And we're going to have a huge bloodline
I
story.
think Triple H knew what he was doing whenever he had Solo coming after Roman and taking over as tribal chief. Triple H is a smart guy. I think he knew what he was doing.
Yes, but he had to listen to the crowd. It's been talked about that he actually listens to the people. He's over here sitting
I
on the
know.
X. Because
He's
if the
over there.
people would have started complaining, like, no, we don't really want to see this whole Roman
He
and
takes our
Solo and blah
opinion.
blah. Because at first, you know how the people didn't like the Bloodline. They were not getting behind it. They were not like even hating it. They were just like, oh, this is kind of boring. Until they put Paul Heyman through a table, and that's what put it over. That's what put them over. That's when people were mad, and they were like, oh, Roman has to come back and do something about it. It's a long
Roman.
process. But finally, after a long debate, let's keep
We
on
always
talking
debating.
about SmackDown. Let's
Uh,
talk about Escobar C. We get a little
Escobar,
legato
no.
promo. And I think it's time for them to be serious, to take them seriously. We come on, Triple H, push them. I'm tired of them losing and losing and losing. Like, hopefully we can finally get something going for them. I'm not necessarily, I don't Not necessarily saying take the championship off of LA Knight, because no, I don't want that either. But it's time for them to stop being a group where they just lose, and like do little stupid stuff and like.
What do you mean? He's about to lose. We all
Yeah,
know
but
he's gonna
I'm
lose.
tired of him losing like in a stupid way, like because of interferences or something like that. If you can make him lose, just lose cleanly. But if he's gonna lose, why can't we have Angel
I feel
Garza?
like when you're in a group, you never lose or win cleanly.
Okay, well let's
If
have
you lose, sometimes it's because your own people make a stupid
since they're in
decision
this
and lead
group, then
to your
let's
loss.
have them beat LA Knight because of the group, and then LA Knight has to get the championship back.
I wouldn't like that. That'd be
Of course you
dumb.
don't, because
After he
you love
fought so
LA
hard,
Knight.
you can't tell me that would make a good storyline. Have him take it off him and then just take it right back.
Why not?
What would that do?
Sometimes that's what happens.
That would make Legado look even stupider. Because then, yeah, they win, but then they can't hang on to it.
So that's just a storyline right there.
But you just said
You
you
can make
don't
him
want
look
him to look
strong. Hey,
stupid.
LA Knight cannot get it back in a while. What if he doesn't get it back? Just because you're always so stuck on the baby face. It's like you want Randy Orton to beat Gunther.
Yeah.
Exactly. You see, you're always just baby face.
It'll be 15 times. Not always. There are some heels I'm like, yeah, I want them to take over.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
majority of the time, I'm with the baby
And name
faces.
me one heel right now that you want to go over.
One heel right
That
now.
you want them to win and do a destroy and just be the top guy.
Actually, Ludwig. I do like Ludwig.
So you want him to beat
I want
Braun
him to be a
Breaker.
champion.
You see?
Yeah, actually, I'd be happy with that.
No,
No, actually, I would be happy with
you're
that.
lying. You're doing it just
I'm not
because
lying.
we're on the pod right now and you didn't want to seem like I called you out and you always going baby faces.
No, Braun Breaker's like he's a baby
He's a
face.
baby
He's also
face.
kind of heel.
He's
I don't
baby
know.
face. Do you not see
Yeah,
that promo?
but
He's like, anytime he says like something about the dogs barking, everybody's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
he's like a baby face, but he has the heel mentality.
Well, it's because he knows he's a stud. Ain't no
But no,
one
I do
stopping
like
him.
Ludwig. If he got a championship, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's have him beat Cody Rhodes then.
All right, let him go for
So
it.
you love him so much.
Just throw him over there in SmackDown. Put him right in there with uh Cody Rhodes already. I never said he was a big star type of guy, but mid card, like US or Intercontinental, I'd be fine with that.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't want him to beat LA Knight. I know how much of a glazier you are for LA Knight. You probably don't want
Don't
any.
even lie. You are too, or you used to be anyway. You even said it how we
Yeah,
love to glaze LA Knight on here.
but he got his moment.
Oh, so now he can't.
I
Now you
want
can't glaze him
I
anymore.
want
Now
my
you want
other
him down.
guys to
Now
get
you
their
want him
moment.
down.
I want the other guys to get their moment too.
This
Look,
guy is fake fan. He can't stick with anyone. Don't
I
let.
never said I wanted
He's
him to
bad.
have a long run.
He's bad. Don't. He's bad boy.
Give me, you know what I want? Give me Grayson Waller, United States Championship. You know how good he was due as United States Champion. He would be an amazing heel to have that belt on him.
He would. He could take it to another step.
He's perfect for the mid card scene. Give me,
He's also very
give
good
me
on the mic. So
Giovanni Vinci in the mid card scene.
not. Oh, in the mid card scene, yes,
No,
but
no,
in
in the mid
championship
card.
thing, not yet.
Well, no, he's got to build himself up there.
Exactly. I actually kind of have high hopes for Vinci. I hope he does good when he gets here.
Yeah, they keep giving a little promo videos every week. He's looking solid, but you can look
Can
amazing
he
on these
live
little
up to the
promo
name?
videos. But if you ain't gonna perform once you're in the show, like
Can
you're
you
gonna
live
go
up to the name? Is basically
down.
what we're
Yeah,
saying.
you're gonna go downhill fast. Like the people are not gonna get behind you. But I still feel like he has to like say something about what happened with Imperium. I don't.
I still think there's a chance he interferes in Gunther and Randy's match. Maybe that doesn't necessarily lead to Gunther losing, but I feel like he interferes
Nah,
a
I
little
don't
bit.
think so. He might. Maybe
I
he
don't know.
shows up. Maybe he shows up on SmackDown because he.
He's going to SmackDown.
No, like maybe he actually shows up in person at that SmackDown that's in Germany
Oh, okay.
to get the European people like maybe cheering for him. I don't know if he's gonna be a heel or a face. Like I don't know. I still don't understand. He looks like he's gonna be a heel. And honestly, we
No.
need heels in the SmackDown roster, but I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have very many heels. We got the Bloodline, Legado, but they're all in groups.
Bloodline Legado, Waller in
Do we have any?
theory.
We don't really have any heels that are by themselves, like a singles
Mm,
heel,
Carmelo.
I guess. But he's not in anything right,
Hey,
like big storylines right
give me
now, other
John.
than Andrade.
Give me John Carmelo. He's him.
John Carmelo.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens next week with Santos and LA Knight. You know LA Knight's gonna probably win, but we'll see. At least we have a fighting champion. Because Logan Paul never fought.
No, he didn't. 2 times. He had it, what, 270? No,
I don't know the
like
days.
274 days, something like that. It was close to 300, I think.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, he got it at Crown Jewel last year, so yeah, that's pretty close to a year.
Yeah, it was close to a year, and you only defended it twice.
WrestleMania.
Which, if you guys watch his podcast, he did tell Dominic Mysterio that he wants to be more active next year, but
I don't
we'll see
believe
if
it till
that's
I
true or
see it.
not. Well, we'll see if it's true or not. You
We'll see.
want to move on to a bittersweet match?
We
Very
are
bittersweet. A little more bitter than it is sweet for us, but it is what it is.
Street Profits versus DIY for the #1 contender match. Had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. It was such a banger of a match. I was like, these guys are straight up cooking so many times. And I'm like, oh, they're DIY finally going to win. Oh,
One of the
no,
best
Street Profits
matches
are
from
actually going to
both
win.
teams.
Oh, they kick out. Oh, they do this. Oh, it was such an amazing match until the end where DIY actually lost. Had me gutted.
I actually thought Bloodline might interfere a little bit.
For a second, I thought too. I thought Bloodline would interfere so DIY could lose. Because I did not want to see him lose cleanly, bro. What happened? What are we
I
going to
don't
do
really.
with DIY?
I was gonna say I don't really understand what Triple H is doing with DIY because he gave him the bell and they had it not even a month, right? Close to not even
I don't
almost to a
know.
month,
I don't remember how
and then
long
they
it was.
lost it.
It had all these little promos after they lost, and it had me thinking like they were gonna go back and get these tag team titles, and they had some amazing entrances, and like I was getting lit for DIY. I'm like, I want them to go on and succeed, and all of a sudden now we make him lose the Street Profits, and I don't know. I don't see the roadmap to what is next for DIY.
Yeah, where do you go from this? The only thing I could see maybe is if like the Bloodline injures one of the Street Profits and they're unable to perform, and then DIY are called up. But that'd be kind of dumb.
If we're not gonna get anything going for DIY, there's gonna have to be a point where we just split them up on the rosters and have Johnny in it.
No, no one wants that, bro. Come on.
You're not telling me. Look, I'm a huge my guy. The one I like is Johnny Wrestling. I like them both, but Johnny's like the one that has the edge over Tommaso. So I would
I'll
not.
only like it if you split them up, like going to different
No,
brands.
that's
If
what
you
I
make them
mean.
turn on each other, I
No,
don't want.
no.
I
I
don't
said
really
split
like.
them up like different brand. No, I don't want to see another turn because I don't want to be like, oh man, they had to turn on each other. No, I just said like split them up. One go to Raw, one stay on SmackDown, and then they can be in like the mid card championship scenes.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be a better option if you have to do it.
So, but we'll see what happens. The draft is way like far away, and I guess they could do trades, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the draft is until after WrestleMania, so
Yeah, so
we still got a
we're
long ways for that.
we just now got the first big PLE after WrestleMania and SummerSlam done. We still have to get the Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and then WrestleMania.
Big old WrestleMania 41.
What? Wow. The Bloodline to end the show.
As they always do, Bloodline be main eventing everything, whether it be a match or a segment. It don't matter.
Whether it's Bloodline 2.0 or the OG
E
Bloodline.
Bloodline, OTC, Walmart, Tribal
Dude,
Chief.
every time that Roman Reigns music hits, it's just like it just hits different, like
Euphoria.
oh.
It's euphoric.
And then he goes out there and he literally takes them all out. He puts the Ulafala on. He's like, oh, it's like Thanos getting that last Infinity Stone. That's what it felt like right there.
Okay, Mr. Instagram. I see you.
Oh, was it on Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just like the aura was like, oh my god, he's gonna be the tribal chief, and what the heck? Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf within a walking boot, comes out and destroys Roman Reigns.
That's crazy. It was just crazy. Who the hell comes out on a walking boot and then just uses it to take someone out?
When you thought this guy was a maniac and you thought you couldn't put him over even more, and he comes out with a walking boot and destroys Roman, you're just like, what? It's like, who is stopping this guy?
No one.
This guy should be the tribal chief, not Solo.
No, that'd be. Can you imagine
Jacob's unstoppable,
Jacob's
bro.
tribal chief?
He's
That'd be crazy.
unstoppable.
That'd just be pure
Just
chaos
imagine one
everywhere.
day
in
when we get to
India.
Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns. That match is gonna be wild.
Uh,
But it hurt, man. It hurt. It hurt. They did what they did to Paul Heyman. They put our guy Roman through the table.
we just got our guy Roman back, and now we lost him again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now they're gonna make us want him even more, which is smart from Triple H. Because now we're gonna. And next time he comes back, we're all gonna be like, yeah.
How long? How long you think? Couple months? Months?
Well, as far as we know, the only SmackDown he's actually, what is it called? Like, he's scheduled to appear in. Like, the next one officially is September 13th.
Damn.
So either he makes a surprise comeback before then, or he actually just waits till September 13th.
So like a
month,
little less than a month.
So that's because they gotta find a way to still put this new bloodline over, and they've got to find a way to be able to make this thing last till Survivor Series, so we can get that Bloodline War Games.
When is Survivor Series again?
November
Right
30th.
after-
So that
right
gives
after
them
Thanksgiving?
November
Yeah.
30th. So that get no 30th, whatever, like around there. But
Yeah.
and it gives them what, like 2 months to really build up this whole match.
So Roman Reigns has 2 months to humble himself and ask for forgiveness and get his bloodline back.
Pretty much.
Interesting.
If that's what everybody assumes is gonna happen.
I can't wait to
no?
hear the ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Heyman.
The pop he's gonna get. He's gonna be babyface Paul Heyman.
That's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Has he ever been babyface Paul Heyman? Not that I can remember.
At the Hall of Fame
He's always
ceremony.
Do what?
At the Hall of Fame ceremony, he was.
Oh wow. Best Hall of Fame speech of all time, I think.
It was great. It was.
It's fantastic. He was up in cloud 9 during that speech.
It was amazing to be there for that. Good for Paul Heyman.
Yes.
But I guess that ends it. That closed out the show on SmackDown, and we'll see what if they say anything about Roman next week on SmackDown. We'll see. I'm sure that maybe Nick Aldis will be like, you guys injured Roman Reigns and he's out for so and so weeks. So we'll see.
Is Roman even technically a part of SmackDown? He was out of the draft, so
I'm not sure if he's officially on SmackDown or if he can just flip flop. But honestly, sometimes it means nothing, man. You can flip. Randy's on Raw. Like, he's supposed to be SmackDown, but he's on Raw.
But yeah, but he has a good reason to be on Raw.
Oh no, yeah, but I mean, that's why I mean, like, sometimes if they want it, they're gonna do it. It don't matter if they just flip flop.
Speaking of Randy, for the first time in 10 months, he opened up Raw.
I bet that felt nice.
Almost a whole year without Randy Orton on Raw. Can you imagine that?
It's crazy.
Oh Lord. Anyway, both Gunther came out. Both of them have made the match personal now. It's personal for Randy because Gunther brought up his family, and Gunther says it's personal because Randy RKO'd him out of nowhere. Which is kind of a dumb reason for Gunther, but
3 most dangerous letters in WWE.
Never turn your back on Randy Orton. Alright, what's up, Gunther? I thought nothing caught you out of nowhere. Remember the Monday before that?
Yeah,
he said nothing caught him out of nowhere.
You don't know who he's messing with, bro. He's the legend killer. If he's not careful, he's gonna wake up heel Randy, and then heel Randy's gonna go after Cody.
What's your deal with KO and Randy turning heel?
I want Randy to go after Cody.
Cody's a bit busy at the moment, my guy. We're not gonna get heel Randy on Cody for a while.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
I mean, unless they want to make Randy his opponent for WrestleMania.
When it can be before then. What do you mean?
I mean, it could be.
We have to wait that long. We don't know how long we got Randy Orton for.
That's true.
He has a 5-year contract, but injuries sometimes, they're old. They can get injuries easier.
How long did we lose him on his last injury? 2
Like
years?
2 years.
That's crazy.
That was sad.
I don't wanna see that again.
I don't. That's why he's got to take it easy and calm down, and we'll see what happens.
Anyway, how do we feel about the USA chance to Gunther?
Yeah, I hate those chants. I don't like them. Oh. What?
What?
Oh, you said why, and I didn't hear you
Oh, yeah, why?
because I get cut out.
No, but why?
Because
Why
it's
do you
so
hate the chance?
dumb.
Why?
Because that's so like we can't get more creative than USA, USA. Like, why can't we
Well,
be like the French crowds that have like amazing chants and stuff like that? Like, and here in the U.S. where you go, you got the stupid what,
that's
what.
from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but that's so dumb now. Like, let's do something more chingon. Let's get more creative and do something crazy.
What would you chant at Gunther then?
Not
Give him something.
USA. Why do we have to get? Why do we have to make it about countries here?
Because
I
they're
don't.
from a different country.
Yeah, but I don't like how they do that.
Mm.
It's like you're dogging on him just because he's from a different country. That's mean.
I see what you well, he's a heel, you're supposed to be mean to him, that's the whole
Yeah, but I
point.
don't like the USA, USA.
Hey, it worked good though, Gunther played back at him, he
Oh
got
yeah, because
PS
Gunther's the best
he
heel in
got
the business. He
PS
knows how to talk back at it.
he's gonna be known as one of the big I don't think he could ever play I think we've said this before, but I don't think he could ever play, uh,
Babyface, no, he's never.
face. Never.
He can't.
He just has the
He's so
face, the
good.
voice, and
Everything.
the build of a heel.
Not only can he work the mic, he's literally one of the best in ring performers as well. So
Mhm.
I mean I understand why they made him champion. He's
Every
gonna
time he
be.
steps in the ring, you know it's gonna be a
I know you
banger.
don't want him to, but he's gonna be the main champion, the WWE champion.
And he says he's gonna take out the one trick pony Randy at Bash in Berlin.
It's gonna happen.
He's
He's
gonna
not wrong.
expose him for the successful failure that he is, as Gunther likes to say. I don't know about you, Gunther, but 15-time world champion don't sound like a failure to me.
Oh, I wonder if Gunther's gonna get cheered for in Bash in Berlin.
That's what I'm wondering too. I always wonder if the heel, even though their heels get cheered in their home
Because
state.
Randy would obviously get cheered for too, but are you gonna get them cheering for both?
I mean, I think in Scotland they were cheering for Drew, if I
But they're
remember,
not.
but then they cheered for CM Punk when he came out.
But he's also not German. He's Austrian.
That's true.
But
I think Austria and Germany are pretty
I
similar
feel like we
though.
got to get Ludwig somewhere on their card because he
Oh,
is German.
he's probably going to interfere in the match.
So
I mean, he did attack Randy from behind during this segment, so
another thing that I don't like, since Ludwig did attack Randy, they're gonna try to play it off like he's injured next time, like at their match.
why do they always go for his knee? I feel like with Randy, it's always his knee. No,
I don't know, but
at King of the Ring, it was his knee, and then now it's his knee. It's
that's
always his knee.
one thing Triple H always does. Like he makes them look like they're injured, so that's why that way he doesn't like it doesn't really ruin them in the match.
How
That way,
come
like,
it's always the baby faces that have to be injured though? Why can't a heel enter injured? Huh?
because
Come on, Triple H.
we've seen it over time and time and time again. Like I guess
The
that's just
heel
a Triple
always
H
has
thing.
someone to help them or interfere in the match. Give the babyface an advantage by having a hurt heel walk in the ring.
We'll see.
No.
I don't know.
You're talking about banger of matches. What'd you think of the Sheamus and Pete Dunne match?
Oh, I knew that would be a banger. Those guys,
Big
Sheamus
banger.
is always delivers a banger, and Pete Dunne is underrated. Like people don't
Dunne delivers.
understand
He
that he
delivers
was actually
bangers
one of the
too.
best in like NXT
Bruiserweight.
UK. Yeah,
Hmm.
so he's been underrated for some time now. Finally, maybe people can see that. Oh, this guy actually delivers bangers.
This is actually a rivalry I wouldn't hate to see like go on a little bit longer.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna keep on going.
Oh yeah. Although I feel like people should start cheering Butch at Pete Dunne. It'd be funny.
The what?
I think they should start
Butch?
chanting Butch at Pete Dunne. Get him a little angry.
That would
That'd be a
work.
good chant.
That would. That's what they should be more smart about it. Get some good
Although,
chants.
should they have let him win, Pete Dunne win, or do you think it was a good call letting Sheamus win?
They probably should have let Pete Dunne win so that way the rivalry had more fuel to keep on going.
And it elevates Pete Dunne a little more to say, like, yeah, I can go
But
against
maybe
toe
because
to
he
toe
did
with
win,
Sheamus.
like Pete Dunne will try to get revenge, and then eventually Sheamus will put over Pete Dunne because Pete Dunne's young. He's only 30.
That is in this industry, that's young.
Yeah, he's in his about to hit like he's in his prime. Like he's got another 10 years left in him.
Like, look at John Cena and The Rock. They're both like 50, around 50 years old.
Hey, John Cena's 47.
Both around 50.
I think The Rock is 51.
He's above 50. Yeah.
That's why John Cena's he knows like okay, this is my last shot I got at doing it.
No, John Cena's 49, isn't he?
No
48?
way, bro. He's my dad's age.
I don't think
47.
so.
He's from 76. No? 48 probably.
Oh, yeah, 47.
See?
I thought he was like 48, 49.
Don't
My
talk on
bad.
my guy
My
John
bad.
Cena, bro. Don't talk on
I,
him, bro.
He's like 2 years older. Chill him down.
How you gonna be
He's
so
still
mean to
around the
him?
corner to 50. What do you mean to him? I love John Cena.
Saying he's old. Just because he has a bald
You,
spot in his head doesn't mean he's old.
you gotta be realistic. You can't lie.
He could still go full time for another
You can't
5
lie.
years if he wanted to, but he didn't want to.
I don't think he should. I think
No,
that's an
he
injury.
could have,
That's
but
an.
he's not
I think
going
that's
to.
an injury waiting to happen. To be
What do you
honest with
mean?
you,
Your guy Undertaker went forever and ever and ever.
that's true.
And that
That's
guy
true.
still wants a match.
Yeah, he's still itching for a match. One more
Oh,
match.
I was like,
One
okay,
more match.
Undertaker. I know you went in there and did a choke slam on The Rock, but I don't think you got one more match in you.
He did say that settled the fire in him a little bit. Said it scratched that itch. So maybe he's good now. Who knows?
I doubt it. When you've been around that thing for so long.
Stavo, I'm a little worried. I think Xavier Woods might churn. I think he's gonna churn.
Oh, rated
He
R,
does.
like your boy
He,
Xavier Woods.
he doesn't seem too happy about this whole Odyssey Jones joining
Well,
in.
he finally spoke up on it. Like, he told Kofi how he was feeling.
Mhm. He feels like Kofi's trying to uh fill in for Big E.
Well, when they
Well,
had that little
fill
promo,
Odyssey Jones in for Big E.
and then they talked about it, blah, 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 and Xavier was like, okay, it's me. Let's get through this. And I was like, oh, maybe they are gonna, stick
Mhm.
together. And until the match, you
When
know,
Kofi tags in Odyssey Jones
yeah,
instead of in his face.
it's the little
And then
details.
after the match, they were both celebrating except Xavier.
I was like,
The only thing
no,
is, I don't want to see him go to the Final Testament.
no, I
I
don't
feel
think
like
that's smart.
I don't think. Yeah, I think if Woods go heel, then he should either find another group or just stay by himself. Because him going with the Final Testament, I don't like it. I don't even like the Final
I don't
Testament.
even want to see him go heel. I don't want the New Day to split up. That's sad.
I know they've
Cause
been around for
I
so
think I've read
long.
before that they said that they never wanted like to turn on each other. They didn't want to split up. But then that whole Big E thing happened, so now it's like so hard.
It is, and they've been doing it so long. It's hard to keep it
And
going.
I kind of actually like Odyssey Jones being part of the New Day. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe Xavier Woods has just got to grow into it, but for now, it kind of seems like he might
For
churn,
now, it's
or
definitely
maybe he might not even churn. He might just leave the New Day,
he's
just go on
definitely
his
looking
own.
like he does those facial expressions so good. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah, he feels like
yeah.
he's getting left out a little bit.
We shall see what happens next week.
Yes, 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 sure. I'm kind of sad we didn't see Braun Breaker fight this Monday. All we got was a little video package, which was cool. It showed how dominant he is,
He literally to the
but
moon. He's got a rocket on
but
his back, and he's gonna get pushed to the moon.
I want to see him wrestle. He's one of those guys you need to have him wrestle every week.
Well, unfortunately, he's gonna get to that level. They always like it's like Cody Rhodes.
He's gonna get the Hulk Hogan
He
type
Cody
of.
Rhodes said he wanted to be the fighting champion, and what happened? He only shows up to PLEs now. Sure, he shows up to SmackDown, but he's not having matches. What's going on there?
What do you mean? Well, it's because the Bloodline won't leave him alone. That's not
Yeah,
necessarily
but
his fault.
I want to. It's also like the same. Not only Cody, Gunther too.
Yeah,
He
Gunther.
has no more matches on Raw. Why not? Should
If
give us some Gunther on Raw.
they always say how, especially Gunther, they want to build this champion up, but building the champion up means having matches,
I want
fighting
to
for it, defending for it.
exactly defending it.
Like, where's the
Defend it on a
fighting?
Raw. Why only wait till a PLE?
I don't like it.
Look,
Triple H, you need to have your championships defend. You need to have them fight.
like
That's what we want. Not to just see them talk.
it seems like the world heavyweight and Cody's only get defended at PLEs, and then on the Raw and SmackDown, you get the mid cards always main eventing like when they
Mm-hmm.
defend it. They don't really
Mm-hmm.
put. Well, I guess they did put Sammy on PLEs, but they were never putting. Well, Logan never showed up, so. But
Logan was never
like,
around.
remember last year for the longest time, it was Gunther and like Chad Gable fighting for the
Mm-hmm.
Intercontinental on Raw. They never fought
Yeah.
on a PLE. So now I feel like maybe that's what they're gonna end up doing. It's gonna be Braun Breaker on Raw. But he's
Trying to
also not gonna fight every week. He's just gonna fight only when he has the championship match.
honestly kind of sucks, to be quite honest.
But it did get announced. We're gonna get this new Intercontinental Championship tournament to see who is the number one contender.
I hope LA Knight fights a lot more because I feel like yes, Logan elevated a little bit, but I still feel like it needs a little more elevation to its name.
Well, I know LA Knight probably wants to be that fighting champion, but we have one problem as well.
What is that?
You want him to be a fighting champion, he has to have people to fight against. He doesn't have very many people to fight against on SmackDown.
And you want to know why I call your show the Beat Tech Show?
It's not the
Because
B-Tech.
the championships don't have anyone to fight against.
Well, when you have the bloodline, you don't need to worry about that to make great TV. Who's your Roman Reigns on Raw? Come on.
Huh? Who's my
I
Roman
have a
Reigns on
Roman
Raw?
Reigns and Cody. Come on.
I have Braun Breaker and Randy and
And I
Gunther.
have Randy once he's
And the
done with
Jarrett
this.
twins.
I have that's all you got. That's all you got going. The Judgment Day storyline.
And Jey Uso. And Sami Zayn. And the Wyatt Six.
Jey Uso.
Yeah. Hey, he's coming back. Trust me, he's coming back. Actually, he just announced his name for the tournament for IC champion.
This guy, Jey Uso. You
Yeah,
guys
Jey
can
Uso.
hear him.
Yeah.
Mid card Jey Uso. Is that who we're talking
Yeah, I
about?
do. I got Jey Uso. You telling me he's still not over?
No, he's over. That's the problem.
Exactly. No, that's all I need to hear. He's over.
He's over,
You
but
said it.
that's what are they doing with my guy Jay first? Oh, me and Sammy, we're gonna go get the tag team titles. We're gonna go get him. Blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, he's like, "Well, Sammy's gonna be gone for a little bit now. He wants me to go get the IC title." Why do we keep? I feel like WWE doesn't know what they're doing with him. Like they keep switching up.
I mean, I feel like you're right. Maybe they weren't expecting him to go as over as they did. Now they don't know what to do. I feel like they have like months of planning already in advance, and then Jey Uso shot up to the moon, and now they're like, well, crap, we don't have anything for him. Which is very sad because they should plan for stuff like this.
But I just don't.
They
see
should
it.
know that, like I said before, sometimes they want to go one way with someone, but the fans go the complete
It's because they're
opposite.
so adamant on like bloodline, and they know he
That's
has
the
to be part
problem.
of the bloodline storyline. So
Because
they never like made arrangements for like, well, if he's this over, we can have him do this, blah blah. No, they were just like, oh, let's just have him do this for now until we want the bloodline storyline.
that's the problem. Yes, I know chasing after the money is important, but really, come on, give Jay something. Give him a singles championship.
Sorry,
You
buddy.
can prolong the bloodline longer.
It's not gonna happen. As much as you
Bloodline
want it
will
to
always be
happen.
there.
It will
It's gonna
happen
happen.
after he's done with bloodline.
Which is stupid. Triple H, you're just chasing after the
Because look,
money,
he's
and the
not winning.
bloodline's the money right now.
He's
But
not
it's
winning
just
this
stupid.
IC tournament either.
I know.
You
And
know
I'm still
who's
gonna be upset about it.
I think there's two guys that can win
Wait,
this.
no. I win the tournament. He just won't beat Braun Breaker.
No, I think there's only two guys that can win this.
Who?
Ilya Dragunov, because he would have a banger with Braun Breaker, because they've already had matches before. And Big Bronson Reed. If he is in that tournament, there's no way, there's no one's beating him, bro. They're pushing that guy to the moon.
What if Braun Strowman goes in the tournament?
That will be a banger. But I still think Bronson's winning.
Because Braun Strowman just now is kind of trying to assert his dominance over Bronson Reed, saying, "Hey, you wanna beat people up? I'll beat you up."
Oh, all that meat just colliding with each other, just meat versus
Ew,
meat.
don't
just
ever make that face
big
again when you
boys,
talk
like
about.
this is gonna be such a good
Cooking.
match. But Bronson Reed to the moon, he can. This is where we put Braun. This finally turned Braun like officially babyface. Get all the dogs barking for him, and you got the big heel Bronson Reed. That would be a good match. Imagine a tsunami to Braun Breaker. Poor Braun, bro.
What do you mean poor Braun? Braun can take a tsunami.
No, he
He's
can take
built to
it,
take
but
a tsunami.
hey, there's a lot of people that can take it, but you tell me that thing's gotta hurt.
Oh
How
yeah.
do you? How does someone take 6 tsunamis? Like Seth Rollins must have been in real, like real pain.
I don't know if he was in real pain, but he's probably hurting at the
No,
end
he's
there.
like all that meat just falling on you with all that force.
He was probably hurting, but I don't think he was like real
We
hurt.
can go to the ring, like we can try it out. I'll give you a tsunami, and we'll see how you
You
like
want
it.
to try it out? Let's go.
But do you see like the people, even the people are behind the tsunami. As soon as he goes up to the rope, you see everybody like getting up, like, oh, he's about to hit the tsunami.
People are starting
Tsunami.
to get
Michael
excited for
Cole, he
him.
was like, tsunami.
I can appreciate when someone who hasn't had anything for a while, even if they're a heel, starts to get something. But I like I admitted in the past, I'm a big babyface guy, so
To
I never
me,
want the heel to win.
it's so crazy how, because this, I think he was like a big Triple H guy, and Triple H has had him for like a while now. I'm like, and he actually found a way to get him over.
Hmm.
I was like, wow, you are the man, Triple H. Like you figured it out.
But he's got to be careful because when you overdo something, it gets a little stale, and then people are like, "Nah, I don't want to see that anymore."
Well, the problem is he's
So
so over.
Bronson Reed does need to upgrade his arsenal a little bit. Like you saw with Naya, she does the same moves all over again, and people get a little bored of that. I think that's why people can't get into her as much as they probably should.
The problem with Bronson, he's so over that if he doesn't get a championship, he's just gonna go downhill again. Though it's
But
gonna
he's
be
not
so
going to get a
hard.
championship,
That's why
which
it's
is the
gonna be so
problem.
hard to keep him over. If he doesn't, he can't. You don't. He's not taking it off of Braun right now.
Because if you really want Braun Breaker to be the big star of the next generation, you can't have him lose the championship already. He needs to hold on to it until at least, in my opinion, WrestleMania.
So,
No. If you want to build him up to the big star of the next generation, he needs to hold on to it till at
I
least
know, but we
WrestleMania.
keep saying like all these people must hold it to WrestleMania, must hold it, and that's also a problem. Like, because then everybody's just like, oh, well, then only at WrestleMania the title will change hands. Like all these other matches are filler matches. That's
That's
how
true.
that's how we
That's
feel about
unfortunate.
like Cody Rhodes. Like, oh, well,
Unless I will accept him losing it at Royal Rumble. I will accept that.
why
But
not?
also, I feel like some championships need to change hand at like a Raw or a SmackDown.
Yes,
I
that
don't
too.
think they need to always be won or lost at
BLEs.
PLEs.
Yeah, that's the problem too, because it used to be like you could get a title change on a Raw and SmackDown, and that would actually keep you on the edge of the seat. You're like, oh my god, it could actually happen. But now that doesn't happen anymore. So when there's a match on Raw or SmackDown, you're just like, well, it's gonna be a good match, but like we know who's gonna win. Like they're not gonna lose the
Exactly.
championship. So
Exactly.
why not surprise us with like Bronson retaking it off of Braun on a Raw? You don't know. Why not
I
give us
want
that and then Braun Breaker go win the Royal Rumble and then go against Gunther at WrestleMania? Imagine that.
If you shoot Braun from one championship to another, that would be fine. But then you have to do it that way.
That's still gonna be a problem. They got a
Because
problem
if
on their
you just
hands.
because if Braun loses the championship and then doesn't go after a next one, he kind of loses his stardom.
That's why they got
He
a
goes
problem on
down a
their
little bit.
hands. They have to keep
Exactly.
Braun always around his championship. He's that guy now.
Yeah.
And the problem is they also want Gunther to be that guy.
God.
And then that's not gonna open up enough doors for everyone else.
Luther's probably one of those people where he's like a sweetheart in real life, but he just makes you hate him on TV.
You hate him?
Oh, dude, I hate him. He makes me so mad. I hate the character
Oh.
of Gunther. The character of Gunther. Calm down.
I like
I
the
don't
ring
hate the
general.
person. I don't hate the person.
I like the ring general.
Ah, Lord, he makes me so angry.
Okay, well, it seems like we're always arguing though. It seems like we can't get on the right track. We can write page.
Surely we could get on the right page with
But
this
I
next
was like,
thing.
so now finally let's talk about something we both like.
No, why it's 6.
Why it's 6.
Oh gosh! Every
Wow.
time they come out, I just get so
So
excited.
as soon
A
as I heard,
smile just comes on my
you
face.
hear like the lights go off, I'm like, oh, it's happening.
I was a little upset though. They didn't let the match go on a little bit. Maxine was actually kind of doing good there.
Maxine was cooking,
She was
bro.
cooking. I wanted to see more, but like they did a little bit on the inside, and then they both came back in, and then there goes the
I was
lights.
like, whoa, Maxine's been in the gym, like working out, like her stuff, like in the performance center, like she's
Mm-hmm.
looking good in the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
And the White Six came out, and amazing moment, Uncle
Another
Howdy.
Sister Abigail to Chad.
And when it's official, Uncle Howdy, we're gonna see him in the ring next week against Chad Gable.
Finally, we get a one-on-one.
I'm
We get to
also
see Uncle Howdy perform in ring, and I can't wait.
I'm
It's gonna be
upset about it
exciting.
though.
Why?
That could have been a match at Bash in Berlin, man. That could have been a PLE match. That would have been
What are the matches right
that would
now?
have been
We have
a better moment for Uncle Howdy.
Randy Gunther, Cody KO, Drew, and
CM Punk and
Punk.
the Terror Twins and Liv Morgan and Dominic.
Terror Twins and Liv Morgan. So we need one
We need a
more, right?
fifth. So it might
Fifth
be Naya, honestly, because we don't have
against two. Oh, Michin.
Michin. I don't see who. I don't see what other match, because the tag team they're getting defended on SmackDown, and
Oh, it
so is
has
the
to be Nia
US.
because they don't have a women. They need a women's championship defended.
So I think it'll be Naya and Michin.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ah.
can't wait.
Oh, never mind.
That's gonna be Raw next week is must watch as well, man. Uncle Howdy and Chad Gable.
Just for that.
Was he not
Just for
looking a
that.
little different though? Like he had like straight hair instead of like the dreads, like the Uncle Howdy. I feel like it was
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying attention to that. His mask looked a little different, like his eyes.
yeah, but like
Did you notice
everything was just
that?
kind of like different about it. So I was like, oh, new mask, new hair.
Yeah. And like the eyes. I don't know if there was something covering his eyes or is the makeup behind. I don't know. He just looked different.
Well, I don't know, but I'm ready for next week.
Cool. Me too. I'm ready for this match. Gonna be a lot of interferences, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Who do we think's winning? Terra Twins or Liv Morgan and Dom Dom?
Liv Morgan and Dom Dom, bro.
Morgan and Dom Dom, you think so?
The rest of the Judgment Day, they're gonna get involved.
That's true. That's the only way they're gonna win too. I just hope they finally let us see a Riptide to Dom. Riptide through the table like she was about to this last Monday.
Probably not yet. They're gonna keep waiting and waiting, and eventually they'll give us that satisfaction, but not yet.
I'm just glad that they let Damien take out JD. JD can never get the upper hand on Damien, and I love that part.
JD's always just manhandled around.
Oh, I love it. It's the best.
And of course, finally, I mean, now they finally build up the Judgment Day by having them take out the
Speaking
Terror
of the
Twins.
Judgment Day, did you see they might get stripped of the tag team belts?
Oh, I didn't see that. Why?
Because they haven't defended them in 60 days. And the rule is if you don't defend within 60 days,
Did that happen on Raw? Did
lose
they
it.
say that?
My dad apparently saw it somewhere. That's what he said.
Oh,
He was telling me earlier.
I was like, if they said it on Raw, then
Have they been at it 60 days yet?
Well,
I didn't even check to see if that was
but I'm
true or
like-
not.
it can't be true because Logan didn't do it. He didn't get stripped.
That's true. So I don't think they even implement that
I
rule
thought you said
anymore.
it happened on Raw, but no. If it didn't,
No, it didn't happen on Raw.
They're not.
Like I said, I didn't check to see if it was true or not. But
No,
they're
they're
not. But to be fair, AP is a lot more like not authoritarian. What I want to say, abusive with his power than Nick Aldis is.
Yeah, but they're gonna wait till Sammy gets back so they can do the Sammy J.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually getting stripped.
I wonder why Sammy's gone. Like he actually just needed a break, probably. Stay home with family, unless he actually got injured.
Maybe yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
But it will be a good matchup from between the Terror Twins and Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk
It's
about
gonna-
the Taylor Swift of men?
I don't really know where he was going with that though. That was a little weird.
Because of
no?
the bracelets.
Yes, I know, but that's kind of sounded weird. Taylor Swift for men.
But
That's a little. What do you mean by that, Drew? But this is a match I'm excited for. A strap match where they can't get away from each other.
I can't even remember a time I've seen a strap match.
This is another no DQ match too, so they can do whatever they want.
Dude, this is gonna be a banger. Finally, we're just gonna get probably like a clean match, no interferences. Because the first one, Seth Rollins getting involved in everything.
Mm-hmm.
But this one has to be the one CM Punk wins.
CM Punk has to win this one.
Yeah, so that way we can get that trilogy to end it all at Bad Blood.
What do you think the third match is gonna be?
It has to be Hell in a Cell. We keep saying it.
Hell in a Cell.
Oh yes.
That'd be a big match.
Oh yes.
Do you think CM Punk gets his bracelet back after this match though?
No.
Drew still has that bracelet. He won't let it go.
Nah, it's not happening.
He might. If he wins it, he might take it back. But anyway, how does the strap match work again? You're connected to your opponent by the wrist,
I don't
and
know.
then CM Punk
I don't
said
know.
you have to carry their body to all four
I
corners of
think that's what I
the.
seen. Yeah, earlier.
What is it like?
You have to touch the corners.
Is it like all in a row without being broken, or just eventually throughout the match you
Honestly, I
can do
couldn't
each
tell you.
four?
I've never seen a strap match before.
Me either. I don't know if it's like you have to do it without it being stopped, or just once, like throughout the match, you finally have your opponent touch all four
I
corners,
have
you
to learn
win.
the rules before I watch it, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Where are we? We've talked about all this already.
Yeah, most
We
of the stuff like we just kind of naturally just like go with the flow now. We just kind of just talk about it as we go.
well, that's true.
Like we
Uh,
really literally just covered everything. We covered Jey Uso. Honestly, the women's tag team, I did. I don't really. We don't. The
what?
one thing I will say is I actually like Unholy Union, so don't want them to lose it. For some reason, I
I
actually
like
like them.
one of them. The other one, I'm not really that
My
into.
favorite's Isla Dawn.
Yes,
Oh, we're on the
Alba
same
Fire.
page.
Yes, Alba Fire. I'm sorry.
I don't know what it
I
is about
can't.
Isla that I was just like, oh, she got the accent. She's cute. I was like, oh, I kind of like her.
She's cute. Oh, you want a Scotswoman, huh?
No, but I was like, I didn't know who she was, and now I kind of like the team though. But I don't hate Alba. I'm like, oh, they kind of make a good team, and
No, I
apparently,
like the team, but I like Isla more.
yeah, but apparently they've been like, that's what they're known for, like tag teams. So I'm like, oh, might as well keep it on them because they're actually a real tag team.
Yeah, yeah,
I
they
don't like
actually
when they
work together.
just give it to like, oh, you're a big minimum star, you're a big minimum star. Let's put you together. Let's get you the tag team champs, like Jade and
Yeah.
Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, Unholy Union can just keep on retaining. What we do,
They
you
can hang
know,
on to it for a while longer.
little emotional thing that happened on Monday Night Raw. Pat McAfee's last Monday Night Raw in a while.
Yes, sad emotional night. They even gave us a sad video package to go with it. We are not gonna get Pat McAfee again until January,
January
folks.
for Netflix.
January. Yep, he'll be back for the whole Netflix
I
run.
guess he'll be back for Netflix and the whole road to WrestleMania.
That means it's probably gonna be Corey Graves and Michael Cole for a little bit.
You think Corey's gonna run both shows? No, we're getting that guy that we signed in September.
Oh, that's true. But I thought Corey was on
He's on SmackDown.
Raw with wasn't there another time Pat McAfee was gone for a little while and it was Corey and Michael?
He filled in, yeah, for a couple.
Yeah.
But now since
Or what did he just fill in?
that guy's coming in September, I think he was gonna be on SmackDown. Or no, I think Michael Cole's going to SmackDown when they come to USA. Yeah,
What?
because SmackDown's going to the USA Network next month, and
So he's not gonna do Raw
I
anymore?
think he's moving to SmackDown. Yeah, and I think the other
What?
guy's doing Raw, the one we signed.
You're gonna move the voice of
And then
WWE to SmackDown?
and then
That's interesting.
He's come the Bloodline. That's probably why, honestly.
Honestly, they want his
That's the
commentary on
whole
the
like War
Bloodline.
Games lead up and stuff. But then
Mm.
I heard that he's gonna come back for Netflix as well. They're going all in for Netflix.
Interesting.
Because you know John
Interesting.
Cena said he's gonna be there too for that first episode.
I wonder if Samantha Irving's gonna go to SmackDown then.
Nah, they'll probably keep her.
She's the better
She'll
announcer.
probably stay Raw for like as long as she has the contract because they're gonna be on
Yeah.
Netflix. So
She's the better ring announcer, so
she's legendary, isn't she?
she adds flair to their names whenever she announces. She just don't say
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, you just like the Wednesday Hump
Like
Day post.
Chelsea Green. Did you see her get mad at that one guy commentator? I think it was during a live show. He didn't say it like Samantha Irving says it, so she got mad at him and he
Oh,
had to redo it.
I don't know.
You didn't see that? Oh,
No.
I saw it. It was funny.
I guess we're down to the main event right before we get to the top 10.
RKO versus Ludwig Kaiser.
Hey,
This was a
Kaiser
pretty
getting
good
a
match.
main event match? What?
I told you.
It's all thanks to his man Gunther.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gunther brought him up with him.
But it was a good match. Respect to the old Ludwig Kaiser.
Do you think Ludwig could ever be a babyface? Or do you think he's
No,
kind of
no,
like
he's
Gunther
the
and he'd be
perfect heel. He had the face, the everything. Just
everything?
he does so
Yeah.
good at it too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel it would be like a main event champion. I don't know. That's hard to say right now.
He
But
probably wouldn't be a WWE
I can definitely
champion.
see
I
him.
could see him as a world heavyweight
I'm
champion.
definitely see him as an intercontinental. He has the perfect like face and everything and role, and I think he'd be good at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a mini Gunther.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Like a mini Gunther.
Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
And this match made me mad though,
Why?
because at the end they were brawling, Gunther and Randy, and the
Randy.
USA Network cut it off.
Yeah, why? Canada doesn't get cut off. They keep rolling. What's our deal? Why do we get cut off?
I don't
Huh?
know,
Why
but
do we have to find out
the
later on what
USA
happened?
Network. I wanted. That's why I wanted it on Netflix already. Because
I think they
apparently,
could
what happened was Randy RKO'd Gunther again.
Really?
Yes, I saw a video on TikTok. I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's what we missed out on. Another RKO."
Great, now I'm gonna have to find that on YouTube.
I was like, "Dang it! I'm tired of it, like getting cut off because we missed the most important thing earlier with the Dom and
But
Liv kiss, and now we missed
I don't
this.
know if Netflix is gonna be any better because they also have time limits.
No, but they're not like a live show.
Yes, but they
I
do
mean, they're
like
not like
with
on a
like
TV schedule, so they can go like 5-10 seconds like later. It's gonna be different.
they find comedians for going over. If you remember, Gabriel Iglesias got fined for going over
And
his
I'm sure
time.
Raw will be like, "Oh, another minute or two. Yeah, we'll pay that fine. Here you go."
You know how much you're paying us,
You know
Netflix.
how
We
much
don't
money
care.
they're gonna get. Yeah, yeah. Netflix is giving them already the contract of a lifetime.
I'm sure there's also in the contract saying like if they get more than this many views, and they also get more money on top of what they're already giving them.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
That's crazy, 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 crazy.
Oh, is it that time?
It's that time. Tiffy
Ladies,
time.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of the Forever Wrestling Podcast. We are here bringing to you the top 10 must-see attractions for next week. We had a really good list. It's gonna be hard to change it up, but let's see what we can
Unfortunately, we
do.
know Roman's not gonna be here, so we got to take him off.
I think we should flip the Bloodline. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's not Bloodline.
No, Bloodline's not number
Changing from
one.
Bloodline.
You think it's number
Bloodline is
one?
number.
I think
No,
it's number
Bloodline.
one. I think
Who's number one then?
Terror Twins and Judgment Day.
You think they're number one?
No, they're not number one, are they? I
I
don't know.
think they're
Maybe the
fine at number
Bloodline still
two.
is number one.
I think Bloodline's number one right
Yeah,
now.
you're right.
Or do we
They still gotta acknowledge what they did to Roman.
Bloodline or Jacob Fatu?
He's part of Bloodline. That's why.
Okay,
He is the Bloodline. What do you mean?
he makes the Bloodline. Without him, there is no Bloodline.
I don't want no wah 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 wah. I'm taking it all.
Hey, but you're gonna remember that entrance for the rest of your life, aren't you?
Because of Santi.
La 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 la.
Santi made that entrance iconic.
Honestly, there's not a lot I would change on this.
Oh, I know this. Terror Twins second, definitely. Gunther and Randy third, definitely. Drew and CM Punk, definitely four.
Definitely.
Cody and KO fifth, yes. LA Knight
Yes. LA.
sixth, yes.
Yes.
Big Bronson, Braun Breaker, yes. Honestly,
Braun Breaker.
the only thing I would take off is maybe take off DIY and put the Y at 6. No?
But we do gotta mention the Street Profits because they now are going against the Bloodline.
I don't care about watching the Street Profits. I care about watching the Bloodline, Carnal.
But they're in
Street
that story
Profits
now.
make me mad because they beat DIY.
They're in that story now, though, bro.
Yeah, but you gonna put them over all these amazing attractions right here?
I feel like YS6 and American Made should.
Oh my god.
Should be together.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, those.
So you want to put a Y at 6 in American Made?
Yeah.
And you want to put the Street Profits at 10?
Or do we just want to do Uncle Howdy and Chad?
No, it's the whole Y at 6, man.
All right.
Yeah, fine, I'll give you Street Profits at 10.
I mean, I was just saying they're in the mention. They're there. We hate that they won, but they're there.
Why can't we put Isla Dawn at the 10?
Because that's not fair to our tag team partner. You
I'm
gotta put
just
Unholy
kidding.
Union.
Oh,
What
buddy.
Tiffy time?
Why
Tiffy
not
time hasn't been on here in a
Andrade or
while.
Tiffany?
Crap. Listen, they all got good storylines, but
You
all
put
these other
Street
ones are just
Profits at
too
the 10.
big.
You're not gonna put Andrade or Nia Jax or Tiffy Time and
Okay, then where are you gonna put them? Tell me on all that list, where are you gonna put them?
who
Any of them?
at the 10? I don't want
Wait,
Street
who?
Profits on here.
Who do you want on there?
We could put Nia or Andrade or
I'm not really that excited to see
Tiffy.
Nia. I'm excited to see Tiffy more than I am Nia.
Well, we could put Tiffy. She's the Money in the Bank.
Who was someone else you mentioned?
It's only Andrade, Tiffy, Nia.
Fine, take off Street Profits, put Andrade. I'll be happy with Andrade.
Andrade. All right, we got the list in. Ooh, the ladies and gentlemen, the top 10 must-see attractions for next week. At the number 10, we got El Idolo.
Oh, you're starting it? I was gonna give you number 3 because you're better at saying it than me. I counted who was gonna do which one.
I can do it.
You already started though.
Yeah, I can still do it.
You still gonna do it? All right. Number 9, we got Wyatt Six and American Made. For the first time in I don't even know how long, we're gonna see Uncle Howdy in ring perform.
At the number 8, we got the old Tsunami, Big Bronson Reed.
Number 7, we got Braun Breaker.
Number 6, we got L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5, Cody and KO. Is their friendship about to end at Bash in Berlin?
Yeah. Number 4, DM Hunk and CM Punk.
Gosh, I still need to practice this. Number 3, the Ring General. Is that better?
Ring General.
I guess Ring.
I don't know. That is fun.
I need to practice it. Continue.
And Randy. You didn't say Randy.
And Randy. My bad. RKO.
And at the number 2, we got the Terror Twins. Damien and Rhea versus the New Judgment Day.
And number 1, we the ones, the Bloodline. By the one, I mean Jacob Fatu.
Ooh. Interesting.
Sorry.
Future Tribal Chief?
No.
No. Thought I cooked. Anyways,
maybe honestly at this point, anyone. It seems like anyone could be tribal chief. You don't even have to beat the tribal chief. Just take that Ula Fala and bam, you're on top.
All right, well, that's it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you made it all the way to the end, we appreciate you and love you. Thanks so much for the support. But
let us know in the comments what type of content you want us to do. If you want us to do more than just a podcast, which of course we want to do more, but we're talking about it.
It's in the works. Behind the scenes,
just
check it out.
Ideas what you want to see.
And make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or listening. Follow us on either of the podcast services you're listening from. But we thank you so much, and
God bless.
God bless.